2, 3, 4. I hear mariachi static on my radio, and the tubes they glow in the dark. I was with you in El Dorado, now I miss you in Echo Park. Carmelita, hold me tighter, I believe I'm sinking down. 'Cause I'm all strung out on heroin on the outskirts of town. And I'm sitting here, I'm playing solitaire with a pearl-handled head. The county won't give me my methadone, they've cut off your welfare check. Carmelita, hold me tighter, I believe I'm sinking down. And I'm all strung out on heroin on the outskirts of town. Well, I poured my Smith Corona and I went to see my man. He hangs out on El Dorado Street by the Pioneer Chicken Stand. Carmelita, hold me tighter, I believe I'm sinking down. I'm all strung out on heroin on the outskirts of town. Carmelita, hold me tighter, I believe I'm sinking down. And I'm all strung out on heroin on the outskirts of town. How is? Thanks for entertaining and obliging me yet again with my little spiel and talk and rant and ramble about the wonderful Warren Williams Zevons. One of my favourite songwriters of all time. An incredible, witty, humorous and dark man when it comes to his skills with lyrics and songwriting. A giant of the medium. Certainly not appreciated as much as he should have been in his lifetime, but that's a whole other thing as well we can get into. But yeah, today we're discussing the song Carmelita, a really, really powerful song. I've often said to people, the most painful song, the saddest song I've ever performed in my life is Carmelita. I think if you were to break it down and look into Carmelita, which you might do, we'll do the best we can with it anyway, is the sadness that's within it. Like, there's an absolute desperation in this song that can't be imagined. It's not one of those songs that glorifies addiction or drug abuse or substance abuse. It really kind of paints a picture of the desperation of an individual who's lost in this addiction fundamentally, you know. And it's beautifully written. It's written in the most simple way, the simplest of words and the simplest of melody, yet it comes out devastatingly beautiful, you know, particularly that chorus. Yeah, so I'll do a quick run through Warren Zevons, if you like, the Wikipedia. The wonderful Wikipedia that never lies and always tells the truth. And it says, Warren Williams Zevons, January the 24th, 1947 to September the 7th, 2003, was an American rock singer and songwriter. His most famous compositions includes Werewolves of London, Liars, Guns and Money, and Rollin' the Headless Thompson Gunner. All three songs are featured on his third album, Excitable Boy, 1978. The title track of which is also well known. He also wrote major hits that were recorded by other artists, including Poor, Poor, Pitiful Me, Accidentally Like a Martyr, Muhammad's Radio, another beautiful song, Carmelita, and Hasten Down the Wind. Zevons had early music industry successes as a session musician, a jingle composer, songwriter, touring musician, musical coordinator, and band leader. And despite all of that, he struggled to break through in his solo career until his music was performed by the beautiful Linda Ronstadt, beginning with her 1976 album Hasten Down the Wind. It launched a cult following that lasted 25 years, with Zevons making occasional returns to album and single charts until his death in 2003. Yeah, there's a hagiography about Warren Zevon. There's loads of Warren Zevon stories. He was a bit of a wild man by all accounts. And anybody who toured or recorded or was around his circle have lots of very humorous and interesting stories about his own battles with stuff and his own carry on. And you can hear it in the songs as well, you know. There's a darkness, there's a humour, there's a lightness, there's a bleakness, there's every type of human emotion, you know. You can hear it. Even Werewolves of London, which is his most kind of famous song, you can sense that kind of humour, that dark humour that's there. Dry, very dry. But what a talented writer, you know. So the song Carmelita, it's set in LA, in Los Angeles, and you have this individual talking about the mariachi static on the radio. So he's listening to his radio in this park, and he's strung out to bits from heroin abuse, heroin addiction, opioid addiction, which is relevant today, where it's out of control, the fentanyl, all the stuff that's happening today, all the stuff that happened in the past, all the stuff that's going to happen in the future. The power of this song is its relevance. It'll always have relevance, because these problems are not going away. They're still here. When I was a child growing up, we had the scourge of the heroin in Dublin and in the suburbs, and families wiped out by it, HIV, all these things that came with it. We kind of grew up in and around that happening us. And it's still there today, you know. It's still there. The relevance is there, you know. And that's a powerful writer, Warren Zevon, being able to tune into this, like the mariachi static, tune into it and present it in an art form that will kind of see out decades, hundreds of years. It'd be nice to say that we'd be able to resolve the issues, but it doesn't look like we're going that way with it, particularly what's happening at the moment with the fentanyl and the opioid issue. You know, it's a pandemic, you know. People are dying left, right and centre. Yeah, so the individual is lying in the park, he's listening to this radio that's not fully working either, and he's thinking of this Carmelita lady, this beautiful lady, and he misses her. He's in Echo Park, which is a park in Los Angeles. A lot of homeless people live in them. And in that chorus, Carmelita, hold me tighter, I believe I'm sinking down because I'm all strung out on heroin on the outskirts of town. So he's on the outskirts of town, darkness at the edge of noon, darkness on the edge of town. You know, there's that elements of that he utilises, you know, the Dylan and the Springsteen and the stuff, you know, that comes out. And it's so real, it's so true. There's no bullshit with this song. It's a real song about a real thing, you know, that affects us all, that everybody has been affected by. You know, family members, people we know, people we've lost. But this individual's there, and he's talking about stuff he's given away. He's playing cards. He's trying to keep his stuff together. The county won't give him his methadone, and they cut off her welfare check. So there's that desperation. This methadone system. There's people, you know, who've been on methadone for 40 years to come off heroin, and it's just this poison that they're given to kind of keep them off heroin, and it's just one of these substituting one for the other, and it's like he can't even get that. So it's not like he wants to be a heroin addict, but there he is in the midst of this issue. The county, the authority won't give him his methadone, and they've cut off her welfare check. There's no money, and he's gone selling his possessions and going to meet his man, which is like a reference to the Velvet Underground. I'm going to see my man, going to see the drug dealer. Um, yeah, there's a lot that can be said. Everyone and their dog has covered this song. Everybody has covered this song. I think there isn't anybody out there that's not done a version of it at some point. Jackson Brown, Linda Ronstadt, Mink DeVille, everybody. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. It's really, really sad too. Yeah, I give everybody a nudge to listen to Zevons stuff. You could appreciate it. He was, I wouldn't say controversial, but like he just said things as they were, you know. And his lyrics are funny and quotable, and the songs are singable. You can do them, like they're nice ones to sit into and perform, you know. There's nothing I like more than if I'm playing a session or something and someone comes over to me and says, "Could you play Carmelita?" And it's one of those moments where it's like, oh, Carmelita, oh Lord, do you really want me to play it? Like, really? Okay. Let's go there. So, but yeah, I said I'd do a video about it today and see how it went. I hope I'm not boring you too much with it. Yeah, the performance is on this one as well, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it, if that's the right word for it, you know. There doesn't seem to be a way out in the song. Usually these type of songs, like with Springsteen and people, Springsteen would leave a door open, you know, we gotta get out of here, there's hope, there's eternal hope, naive hope maybe, but it's there. In this song, that's not there. No, it's a statement of fact, a statement of the reality of the situation, and the heroine, the strung out and heroine is the central point of the whole thing. Being strung out, there's no way out, and that's the way he feels on the outskirts of town. It's tragic. It's tragic. Anyway, I hope you're keeping well and enjoying this summer that we've had, kind of, with all the rain. Yeah, I'll continue on with other songs. I'm going to do another few over the next couple of weeks. And I appreciate your kindness and your views. And if you want to, you can comment. And if you want to, you can subscribe to the thing and do the stuff that everyone says on YouTube. Yeah. Take care and thank you so much, guys.